Last winter, the coach of the Park University Pirates baseball team, go Pirates, was hurt in a terrible accident and couldn't coach in the spring. So the head of the athletic department and his student assistant went over to the drama department to see if the acting coach could take over. So they went over there and explained the situation to him, and he said,
"To coach, not for the stage, but for the field of ball and base. To travail to raise in victory the flag of the Park Pirates. But hold, pirates? Scourge of the seven seas, sworn enemies of His Majesty's galleons? Pirates, who stand in polar opposition to all that is fair and pure? Pirates? But what's in a name? The rose by any other name smells just as sweet. So, onward, upward, into the breach once more, raise the flag of bones and skull. To honor, to victory, to university."
And the athletic director turned to his assistant and said, "What'd he say?" Assistant looked up from his phone and said, "He said he'd do it." "Okay, thanks." Turned back to the coach and said, "Thanks, coach. Go Pirates. Woohoo!" So first thing the coach did is he said, he put an announcement for tryouts that he called readings, for positions that he called roles, on the team that he called cast, and after he'd selected the players that he called players, that he wanted, he posted their name outside the gym but labeled it callback list. And at the first team meeting, he had to explain the proper terminology. Left field was stage right. Right field was stage left. Outfield was upstage. Infield was downstage. The pitcher was the lead. The imposing batter was the antagonist. Kneeling in the on-deck circle was waiting in the wings. And the umpire was, of course, the critic. At the first game, he showed everyone that he did not understand some of the unwritten rules of baseball. Park University home game, bottom of the first batter. Opposing pitcher breaks off a nasty curve at the knees. Umpire calls a strike. He rushed out onto the field.
What? What is this I hear? Do mine ears, my loyal and faithful companions, follow these many years? Now turn to distrust and deceit, for they hear the call of strike when clearly the pitch was low. With the batter not standing, but rather kneeling as in a prayer box, begging forgiveness for past errors, then and then only would the call be justly so.
And the umpire figured out what he was doing and said, Coach, you can't come on the field, argue balls and strikes. You have to go back to the bench." He said,
"Very well. When in Rome, I shall do as the Romans, but as not in good honor. Good day to you, squire."
And the athletic director and his student assistant were at that game. The athletic director turned to him and said, "What'd he say?" Student assistant looked up from his phone. He said, "You missed the call." I said, "Oh, okay, thanks." Turned back to the field. "Come on, Blue, open your eyes. Go Pirates. Woohoo!" And he would agonize over strategy. Later on, same game, bottom of the eighth, score tied. Park had runners on first and third, and coach agonized over strategy.
To squeeze or not to squeeze, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of a catcher blocking the plate, or to take arms against a sea of troubles and by opposing slide under the tag. To win, to lose, aye, there's the rub. For in that sleep of loss what dreams may come when we have shuffled off this dusty field must give us pause.
And again, the athletic director turned to his student assistant and said, "Did you get that?" He said, "Yeah. He can't decide whether or not to bunt, so we're going to swing away." Got it. Come on, boys, ducks on the pond. Go Pirates. Woohoo! Well, they won that game, but instead of giving each other high fives, they lined up on the first baseline and did a curtain call. Well, not only did they win that game, they won lots of games, and more people started to attend, and they loved it when he would challenge a call on the base paths. Once a Park University student was called out trying to steal second on a close call. He charged out onto the field.
Now is the winter of my discontent. For what is this I see a fist thrust into the air? 'Tis a vision most foul. Hast thou not seen glove and tag, foot and base? Oh, 'tis a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing.
And on his way back to the bench, he'd occasionally get an ovation from the fans, which he would always acknowledge.
Thank you all. Thank you so much. You're too kind. Thank you all.
Well, they won so many games, they were invited to play in the postseason tournament that he called encore performances. And at the banquet at the end of the year, the students were delighted because not only did they get a nice trophy for doing well in the tournament, they also got 3 credit hours in theater. Yes.